All right, I have a messy bench because I'm waiting for parts. So while I'm in the process of getting some parts for my project, let's film a different topic. I've had this for a while. I didn't know what to do with it. I don't remember where I got it now. But it's a three-part thing that was sold actually as a unit. You could buy these at one point in the past. I think they're way outdated these days. But it is a high-powered wireless node. All right, so it comes with this antenna, and so the antenna would broadcast and receive the Wi-Fi signals. It comes with this kind of transceiver amplifier type of thing, RF type of thing, and then it goes into a Netgear wireless access. So the way you would use this thing is you would attach Ethernet here, and then the Ethernet would get turned into Wi-Fi and come out here. So you could buy just this unit and attach a little rubber ducky type of antenna type of thing, and then you would have a wireless access point. So this is just standard network gear, right? But if you wanted to make it more powerful, the little antenna wasn't going to cut the mustard. So you would take that and you would hook up this cable, and this cable went to this thing, which is the big amplifier, and then it would go to the big with this wire, it would go to the antenna and transmit. So this was all put together, and this company here did the wireless type of thing, and they said, well, we're not going to reinvent the wheel, we'll just use Netgear. But they sold the whole thing as a solution. Today we will look at the wireless antenna. Tomorrow we'll look at the wireless amplifier, and tomorrow, day after that, we will look at the Netgear box. Okay, so let's look at the antenna today. Now, it says right on it kind of what's going on. So it says here 7 dBi, high gain 2.4 gigahertz. So we should get a 2.4 gigahertz signal if we did like a VNA or something like that on it. And we'll look right here. It says that it's tested and the VSWR passed. So somebody did a VSWR test on this antenna and passed it, okay? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and get out a nano VNA, and I'll turn it on. And we are sweeping between wrong frequencies. So it's already calibrated. So we are going to sweep between 1 gigahertz and 3 gigahertz. So we should see a dip around 2.4, right? All right, and let's go ahead and set the marker. Where's our marker? Here it is. We will set the marker to 2.4. So we'll 2.4, that's good, close enough, 2.42. So that's the marker where the antenna should dip, all right? And we will hook this thing up. And I'll just kind of set it over here. And then, what happened? What happened? Something happened. Oh man, what did I touch? Oh, I flipped it off. Oh, that's stupid. That was really stupid. All right. Rookie. God. Who watches this channel anyway? The guy's an idiot. Okay. And it reset too. Wow. Okay. Well, stimulus. 1 gigahertz. 2, 3 gigahertz. All right. And it's doing S21. We want to display S11. There it is. S11. And we're getting a dip here. And now we have to move our marker over again and put it at 2.4. Let's see. Well, that big dip there is right at 2.400. Look at that. So here is our marker, 2.4 gigahertz, and that's where it goes, and it's at minus 30 dB of return loss. So yeah, this antenna is spot on 2.4. It passes the VSWR test. Awesome. Okay, so you know, that's like 1.05 to 1 VSWR. That's really good. Okay, so let's turn this off. And so the fun thing about the video today will be, what type of antenna is this? It's a strange shape. It's kind of thin and it's square, and the connection's way over there, kind of in a weird location. It's got two mounting things. Okay, that's pretty standard. But it's all weather sealed. It had some silicone caulking material around the sides. I've pulled that off and opened it up already, so we can pop the top off of. But everybody take a guess. Okay, this is omnidirectional. And what type of antenna would you put in there? Would you put in some cross dipoles? Would you put in a loop antenna? Would you put in a rhombus? What would you put in there if you were designing something like this? Okay, it's got to resonate at 2.4. That's all the room you've got. All right, let's pull this off. Let's pull this off. Let's pull this off. All right. We are gone beyond caveman. We have tools now, and we can open things up. All right, there we go. That is the antenna. Not what you expected, is it? So it is a PC board that is kind of hovering above this piece of metal. So it has some standoffs. So this is a patch antenna. This is the patch, and there is a ground plane underneath. So the incoming end connector is going to make center contact to this trace, and it's going to make the outer contact to this piece of metal. So this is our ground reflector, and this is the patch antenna. And so we're going to get these big lobes off of the patch antenna. It's omnidirectional. And it says it's 7 dBi, so it's a big patch though. And it's fed in a funny way. The signal comes in here, and then it gets split. So there's a power splitter here, and it gets driven here, and it gets driven here. And that probably makes it oscillate in a weird clover leaf or something. I don't know. Don't know much about patch antennas, but I do know that it's a patch antenna. I did a video once on GPS patch antennas. Maybe I'll try to link that in if I remember. But there you go. That's what was in there. If anybody's wondering, no, there's nothing on the other side of this PC board. It's a one-sided PC board, and it just has a piece of metal and a couple little traces, and that's what it is. So there you go, antenna for the day. Patch antenna, 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah, pretty fancy stuff.